It looks like where the truck is. Yep, I see it. There she is. What is going on, everyone? Derek here today, bringing you another episode of Project Fox. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and for those of you that have not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now to follow the journey on my 1982 Mustang GT, and yeah, also known as Project Fox. Today, I am joined with Ben here. We're gonna be doing some cool things. One of those cool things being, hopefully, if you started this video, you obviously saw that brand new, fresh intro. Had to go ahead and do it for the Fox body, but currently, we haven't done it yet. So before we jump into today's episode, we are gonna go ahead, hop in the car. There's a cool little cinematic spot down the street that will look good, and we're gonna take some shots of the car and then bring it back. And once we bring it back, we're gonna dive right into this whole entire episode. There's a lot. Thanks to you guys, you can clearly see from the title and thumbnail of this video, we are gonna be discussing a potential exhaust setup on this car. Well, not necessarily potential, we are doing an exhaust setup on this car, but we're gonna go more into that. There's a couple things with this that I did not know, and it's kind of a bummer, but I believe there's gonna be a way to work around it. But without further ado, everyone, Benjamin, this isn't the first time you've seen it, but you have never ridden in it. Have you ever sat in it yet?
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's old, right?
Yeah.
These are Recaro seats, did you know that? These are actual Recaro seats from 1979 pace cars.
Looks like a zebra.
I don't know, you know, it's the 70s.
Is this fishing?
Yeah, yo, that's fucking ancient. I'll be picking that.
That's fucking ancient.
Guess how much those sell for? Word on the street is I could get $600 for those headrests.
You're fucking lying.
I'm not kidding. Because this netting, the netting inside of these is typically all ripped, and this is all cracked. These are mint. And people, you know, that are going to restore with the OEM parts. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I don't know how accurate that is, but someone that knows Fox bodies sent me that. I thought that was pretty interesting, but...
Yeah, this reminds me a lot of my mom's...
The Bug.
The Bug, yeah, the 78 Bug.
This is an 82.
So, yeah, she has a 78. Tiny door handles, crank down windows. People don't know people don't know rolling down the windows. They think...
I like it because it gives you that old feeling. Yeah, I'm all for it.
Squeaky.
I don't have a cup holder, though.
They didn't have drinks back then?
So, we are going to try to start this.
Try? Yeah,
it's a, you know, it's carbureted, so it's definitely pumped the gas a time or two, but we're gonna go for it. All right, this ain't good. Yeah, I swear it started before.
Oh.
All right, it's going. Third time's a charm.
There it is.
Woo! She's alive, baby. Tell you what, those carbureted motors they'll get you going.
Those back seats?
Yeah, it's a hatch.
What?
Yeah, dude, those are back seats. We're gonna rip them out. I don't think we're gonna keep them because we want to do rear seat delete.
You could sleep back there, dude. This is the
Why do you think I bought this? It's called DBP Stabbing Cabin.
No, I'm not even gonna say anything.
Oh, this is straight race car. And it's not legal to do, but we gotta do it for the squad, man. We gotta get the cinematics done. Because I like that idea. Someone gave me the idea of making a whole new intro for this project series. And it's gonna be sweet. It's a good idea. Hey! How's it going?
What's up?
This thing's old as fuck. How's the wheel look? Has enough tilt to it?
I mean, if you mean zero. I turned about 3 inches. Well, Derek, this is actually a pretty good spot because the paint kind of matches these rusty buckets. You'll get some good cinematic shots of those.
All right, so we're at the spot. You guys have probably recognized this. I've filmed a lot of videos here, but we're gonna go ahead and knock out this little cinematic, and it should be cool. Just a little touch for the intro of these videos. So drop a like on this for me. So we just finished up the filming here. It actually looks pretty good against this this little rugged crate stuff. And Ben had a really good point. It's exact same color scheme as the car right now. So that's kind of funny. I think it was a success. Now we're gonna head back to the house and jump into the meat and potatoes, the whole main topic of this video. We have some exciting things going on, and we'll see you at the house. Start. Just jinxed myself.
Derek, I swear if we can't get back. Oh! Oh.
I think we're good.
Roll down the window.
Ooh! Kind of want to see like how it feels. You ready?
Yeah. That's not bad. Yo.
What?
That kind of.
Yeah, that kind of went, didn't it?
That kind of stuck.
Are you ready? I'm just gonna give it full throttle. You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Yo! What?
How many revs was that?
Dude, that was like. Whoa!
Dude, that thing wanted to go.
Dude, that caught me by surprise!
Dude, that wanted to go.
Holy crap!
Shit.
And this doesn't even have like 373s or 410s.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Gearing, Ben. Dude, that actually like...
That fucking stuck.
I'm excited now.
That dude, that's...
Like, cause we don't plan on pulling the motor anytime soon. We're just gonna like beef up the motor as much as we can with like cams, a 4-barrel. Look at the kitty cat. All right, last one. I'll give it a little more. That was about 75%.
What?
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go. Here we go. Here we go.
Dude.
What
that,
the
like,
actual?
That pulls, man.
Bro, like I'm not even boosting right now. Like that's actually crazy.
I think they'll see the camera fly back.
Bro, that feels good.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, don't sleep on these. If we get this car to like 220 wheel with how much it's gonna weigh,
yeah.
Bro, I think this thing's pretty quick for what it is. Well, learn something new every day. And this thing, could you imagine having this in 82? This thing's pretty damn quick. I'm impressed, man. That actually just got me really excited.
Yeah, dude.
Because that had a little pep to it.
Yeah,
for sure. You did good. I've only really punched it in second gear and it didn't go anywhere, but that's actually kind of insane. So what I wanted to go ahead and talk about in this video, guys, is starting probably next week, we're gonna dive right into the foxbody as far as modifications and upgrades. So as you guys know, and for those of you that didn't know, my dad and I are actually with a 50-50 partnership with this car. We both bought it, we're both gonna modify it, and you know, we're gonna agree on certain things and just go from there. Partnership, you guys know how that works. So one of the first things we wanted to do with the car was, you know, completely strip the motor. As you heard in the car, I was talking to Ben, we're gonna go with a 4-barrel carb, different manifold. We are gonna put a cam, new spark plug wires, all that stuff. We're gonna try to get the absolute most power out of this motor. So, you know, step one was gonna be the engine bay. So while that was the plan, and that's kind of why in the last episode, our first drive, and if you haven't checked out that episode, click the link right up here, go watch it. I mentioned that that first drive was gonna be the last drive because by now we were supposed to have a lot of this stripped down. And you know, we came to the conclusion that this is actually gonna be the second thing on our list due to the car being able to run, as you just saw. So you actually might be thinking to yourself, well, if this was the first thing and it's now the second, what are you doing first? And that's a really good question because my dad and I sat down the other day and, you know, the car runs fine. We're not looking for a race car. We're not looking, you know, to beat the mess out of it. As a project car, we are already miles ahead when it comes to the perfect platform. And again, I am gonna go ahead and refer to the first episode of Project Fox where I went ahead and showed you guys every single body line, the body panels, everything. And if you haven't checked that out, click the link right up there as well. Go check that out. So as far as the car running, that's a huge plus. The body is a huge plus. So there's really nothing we need to do in that aspect as of right now that becomes a priority. Now, while him and I were talking and thinking of a game plan, like I said, a lot of this is starting next week. We have come to the conclusion and agreement to where we are actually going to focus on full exhaust starting from long tubes to a catback and a clutch. So I am currently heading to the ATM real quick because I do have to grab some cash out. And yes, you heard that right. We are going to pick up some long tube headers for the foxbody. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys exactly what we're working with. Just pulled the cash out and let me go ahead and show you what I found. So I was on Facebook Marketplace and I was just looking for some random car parts and I actually came across some foxbody 302 headers. And if I stay correct, I believe these are the correct ones for my car. So you can see here, they do have a little surface rust to them, but he is asking a pretty good price. So I figured I'd go grab them today and see what we're working with. If they are the correct ones, then I think I made out on a pretty good deal and I am gonna go and, you know, just do a whole project on those headers. But that's where we're heading right now, guys, and we're gonna just check them out firsthand and see what happens. All right, man, let's see what this Audi S4 has. I'm quite curious. Perfect. Felt pretty good.
Ain't bad.
I don't think you're gonna get the Stang though.
I don't think so.
So we are less than a mile away and we're gonna go get these long tubes.
Long tubes like my dick.
How's it going, man?
Be my guest.
Awesome.
Oh, there. Oh.
All right. So did these come off your Fox?
Nah, they were off one I parted out.
Okay. You don't remember that happened in the year of the fox body they were on?
They were on a 91 car.
A 91. Okay.
They'll fit any of them 79.
Yeah. Okay. Because I got an 82 at home, so I figured I did some research on it, and I believe we should be good to go. But awesome. I just want to make sure everything is pretty solid. They do look pretty solid. I'm gonna treat them myself and stuff. So
the only one that's got anything is right there. But you'd have to do it to yourself anyway. Is a little dink for the steering shaft.
Oh, okay. I see.
The steering shaft runs through the header.
Gotcha. Okay, that's not that big of a deal.
You would end up doing it yourself. I've had to do every set of long tubes I've ever put on a Mustang.
Gotcha. I don't see any cracks or anything, so that's good.
No, they don't have no leaks or anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna sand them up and get them treated and stuff. But awesome, man. Good. VR's 80. And want to help me get these loaded up, Ben?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Cool deal. I know you said you parted out a fox body. Do you have any other parts lying around?
I have parts everywhere.
Really? All right, cool. Yeah, so I'll send you a list of some things that we need, and of course, if you have it or anything, I'll be happy.
I've got
happy to buy.
I've got tons of stuff, dude.
Awesome, cool deal.
And everything's at a deal.
Awesome. Well, that's good to know. So definitely gonna go through my list and see exactly what we need. I think we're gonna knock out exhaust first, just to get it out of the way. I have a buddy that's giving me a long tube connection off-road H, and then we're gonna get the rest of it custom because the gas tank in the back is too big just to go straight. So we have to figure it out. I'll definitely keep you in mind for sure.
Yeah, like I said, if you need something like that, I've got tons of stuff everywhere. Like that's pretty much what I do. So
awesome. Well, appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yes, as you saw, picked them up. Everything seems good. No cracks, no nothing like that. I think it's a really good start. We are gonna go ahead and get back to the house, guys, and as soon as we get there, we'll go ahead and pick this right back up. Mission success. I'm pretty happy with it, I have to admit. I think this is gonna be like really good. There's no cracks or anything, so that's a plus, especially when you're looking for long tube headers. I don't know the brand, but as long as they fit, I'm not sweating it. It's what the fuck am I calling them? They look pretty solid, just a little rusty, which is kind of expected. Do me a favor real quick, guys. In this episode, I'm not gonna start on it. Let me know, like honestly, please help me with this before I go through all this work. Let me know if it's worth like completely sanding these down to get the surface rust off. And if there's a paint out there I can go get that's just gonna like, coat them so this rust doesn't come back. Cause I know like powder coating isn't gonna work on these, I don't think, because I think what is powder coated rated for? Like 400 plus degrees or something like that.
But I think it's gonna get hot.
Yeah, these things get hot as hell. So I don't want to go through all the work if getting some paint on this is just gonna come off. I would prefer to get them dazzled up as best as possible, because if they don't end up working, I can go ahead and resell them and definitely make more money than what I paid. Let me know in the comments if anybody has ever painted headers, what paint to use, the steps to do it, and I'll make a whole episode based on that, restoring these things to like perfect condition. I think it's gonna be a pretty cool little start. Next week should be a pretty big day, sometime next week, because as I mentioned, that's the first thing we're aiming for, is to get the full exhaust done. With the exhaust being done and the clutch in, probably just throw some subframe connectors on there. I heard these things have a really bad problem with like body twisting once you start making power. I doubt it's gonna do it now, but yeah, I mean, I'm stoked. I got these things for $80, dude. I typically know long tubes aren't nearly expensive for these cars like they are my car. A good set for my car, like Corsas, Cooks, they run you like $1,200, $1,300, maybe even $1,500, which is crazy. So when it does come to the exhaust, guys, there is one thing I kind of did not know, and you guys definitely informed me on this, for those fox body guys out there, and thank you for that. So I pretty much thought when it comes to installing an exhaust on this car, it was gonna be very similar to like my New Edge or even the Coyote, but we are gonna run into one problem, and I'm gonna see how well we can see this. But underneath the car here, obviously we're gonna have the long tubes running back here. We're gonna have a mid pipe. You might be able to see these 82 Mustangs only come with one exhaust from the manifolds. Now where the problem lies is gonna be right here. So every other Mustang, you typically just run a catback from the mid pipe back, but I did not know this. This gas tank is gonna be a pretty big problem when it comes to running just a catback. You can see we have like 2 exhaust tips, but 1 exhaust running back there. So we're gonna get a custom exhaust put in. We have a guy down the street that specializes in exhaust, and you know, we're just gonna get the mid pipe, the long tubes, and have him do the rest, because I would imagine everything else is gonna be like 2.5 inch or 2 3/4 piping, so it shouldn't be anything too crazy. Definitely wanna run dual exhaust on this. Who wouldn't? Especially when this thing starts chopping and stuff with the cam. We are gonna put like the most aggressive cam in there, just, you know, we're just gonna go straight muscle with this. But in all this exhaust talk and stuff, guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what mufflers should I get? You know, you have Borla, Flowmasters, you have frickin' MagnaFlow, you have so many options. What sound best on this car? That's what I want. I want the most aggressive sounding thing. Bless you, buddy. So drop a comment down below, let me know, guys. But other than that, that is going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode. I wanted to go ahead and share you guys as many journeys as I possibly can, and getting, bless you, buddy, and getting long tube headers for the car is definitely exciting, that's for sure, especially once we're going to get everything installed, hopefully next week. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning back in for another episode of Project Fox. I hope you guys enjoyed absolutely everything about today's episode, including the damn it, dude. Hope you guys did enjoy the new intro, and we have plenty more coming when it comes to this car. Just the very beginning, guys, and hopefully next week, if all goes as planned, should definitely start cranking out some stuff on this. But that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I appreciate all the love and support you guys have been showing me. It's honestly such a dream come true, and you know, I just plan on grinding, man. I know I'm meant for doing this stuff, and it feels good doing what I love every day, and the support you guys give me allow me to pay my bills and everything like that. So I'm honestly so blessed. Don't think it goes unnoticed. Thank you guys so much. I hope each and every one of you have a blessed day. And again, we'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. But until next time, we'll see you later.